Is everybody in? Is everybody in? The show is about to begin.
Welcome to the podcast, concerts that made us, interviews and stories, tales from the bus. We love taking you back to when it all went down. The greatest live shows and that cheering crowd sound. It's concerts that made us, concertsthatmadeus.com.
Hey, what's up? This is Blayer and Charles from Rockers Galore.
Hey, how you doing, guys? What's up? You're listening to Boom, Concerts That Made Us.
Blayer and Charles, you're very welcome to Concerts That Made Us.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
It's great to have you guys now. I'm looking forward to diving into your music over the next bit. So, first off, Rockers Galore recently dropped the single Blood in the Sand. Take us deeper into the track if you can.
Yeah, the track is written by my guitarist, Adam Benitez. He wrote all the music. And I came up with the lyrics. It's basically talking about the Taino rebellion of the 1800s, where the Taino Indians rose up and tried to fight Christopher Columbus. So that's what the song is about, pretty much.
Right. It's a bit out there when you ask people You know, what does the song mean? It's normally, oh, this happened to me or that happened to me. You decided to go back like 200 or 300 years. What's
Yeah.
the story with that?
Um, I feel like I'm at my best. I feel like I write my best when I tell a story. And on our one of our other albums, we have a song called 1804. That's about the Haitian Revolution. Um, and I was listening to that song and I was like, you know what? There's other revolutions out there. And I think I spent a little time in Mexico, so I was just kind of inspired by just being in Mexico and learning about the history of the Tainos and also the Taino Indians. They're all throughout. I'm Haitian. Chuck is from Dominican Republic. They were all spread out across those islands, so I thought it was another way to talk about the good way to unify everyone in the Caribbean islands because those Indians they stopped off at different ports and different islands, and at the end of the day we're all a lot of Caribbean people, Jamaicans, Haitians, Dominicans. When you talk to them, they all want to seem like they're so separate, but we all really are. There's a lot of similarities to us, even in our blood. So yeah.
Like a good gumbo.
The track it's off your upcoming album, Vamos a la Playa. I hope I'm not butchering the name of it. It's out September 13th. What can you share with us about the album at this stage?
Yeah, the album, it's got 8 songs and then 2 remixes. We've been working on it for a good 4 years. Definitely happy to have it all done and ready to give out to people. So super stoked to complete it.
Right, right. 4 years. Why so long?
Why so long? Um, I think when we first started as a band, we would write songs constantly, and I felt a bit that process kind of made me feel a bit tapped out. So I started to just kind of relax and take my time with my writing and just only write and try and write music when I felt inspired rather than just trying to force it out every day.
I like
So
that.
just take my time. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Can you speak to maybe both of you could share some insights into the collaboration within the band when it comes to making new music?
No. Let's see. I mean, Blair will present something, we'll either get an email of a clip or we just work on it and we'll just record it off our phone and just take it home and just play around with it. And then hopefully the next time, like the following week, we'll just meet up and just like, something that, from a clip turns into like a 3 minute, like, we can do this. Maybe let's write a bridge. You know what I mean? So everybody they take turns, but, Blair will just present it. And I mean, I don't know, Blair.
Yeah.
Is
All
that
right.
right?
Like sort of a skeleton of like the drums and bass and send it out to the band members and everyone at this point pretty much has their own studio at home. So they're able to like record on top of like my basic skeleton, send it back and eventually if we feel like we have something, then we'll start like jamming on it in our practice space and taking it from there. Yeah.
When you think of this album, what was the original vision and how close is the finished version?
Interesting. I don't think we had. I think the main vision was to try. Our music. We've always tried to write sort of like drum and bass heavy music, like rhythmic roots music. And on this album, we tried different grooves this time. So I think you're going to get a good variety of like different rhythms, but they're still kind of in a rootsy, I don't know, island type of vibe. Yeah. So trying different things on this one. And then also, I think lyrically, um, I've definitely tried to write more inspirational lyrics, more lyrics from the heart. Um, in the past, I don't know. I think I would just write whatever. Lyrics were always like the last thing I'd care about. But this one, I think the lyrics, I tried to put at the forefront of what's going on.
Is that a kind of thing of maybe you prefer doing other things, so you keep putting the lyrics off and off until you've no choice but to do?
Sometimes, yeah. 'Cause it's the hardest part, you want to say something new each time. Um, and there was a lot of, I listen to what inspires me is like listening to like people like Bob Marley and like, all the people that I love to listen to. Bob Marley, Calle 13, Peso Pluma, um, a lot of great artists that are writing. Bob Marley's lyrics are amazing. So that made me want to read up on the Bible. There was definitely times where I was like reading the Bible, um, just drawing inspiration from different places. Yeah.
Getcha, I getcha. When it came to recording and production, was there any challenges you faced or any even memorable moments that stand out to you?
Um, the only challenge is, I don't know, money sometimes,
The biggest
Um,
challenge?
yeah. Um, I think just trying to put something out there trying to write music that's inspiring to yourself. I think that's the biggest challenge because I don't know. It's kind of like going into a well. There's some wells that dry up and you gotta switch to another one. So just finding inspiration in different places. That I think that's the most challenging part.
Yeah, true, true. Now, it was mixed and mastered by Tommy Joyner. He's worked with James Taylor, Dave Matthews, and Miley Cyrus, to name a few. What was the kind of dynamic between you guys and Tommy during production?
Yeah, we go really. I go way back with Tommy. He's been a friend of mine for about 16 years. He's been a really great mentor. He kind of helped us realize that we needed to, um, all of us. He helped us realize that we needed to all have like a little home studio set up. So, and that really helped move along songwriting. And now we're at a point where we compose everything on our own and we take it over to him in his studio and he takes it from there, the mixing and the mastering. And I've done vocals there as well.
Nice, nice. Now, the podcast is called Concerts That Made Us, so I have to ask you some concert related questions if you don't mind. First off, I'll start easy. As a concert goer, what concerts would you say have made you?
Oh my God. Well, I'm a little dated, so I think probably the first one was probably seeing Exploited with the Misfits at this little place called Club Pizzazz in the Northeast in Philadelphia. So that was in high school.
My first one was Primus and POD at the
Oh
Electric
wow.
Factory in Philly.
Good shows, good shows. What were the last shows you guys attended?
Oh, the last one. Let's see. Oh, it has to be probably Blondie at the Electric Factory.
Okay. I saw Sun Ra Orchestra. That was my last concert. He's kind of a jazz guy here in Philadelphia, and I wanted to go to the Zach Bryan. He just played here, but I couldn't justify spending that much money on a ticket, so I literally just hung outside the stadium and heard a couple songs and then left.
Not
Tailgate
bad.
at a Jack Bryan.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. And if you think back to growing up, what was your introduction to music? The first time music really kind of stood out to you?
For me, I picked up instruments while at my church. So they needed a bassist. So I learned how to play bass. They needed a drummer. I learned how to play drums. Sometimes they needed guitar, so I learned guitar. So that's where I got my start, was at my local church, learning how to play different instruments.
Mine was my first one was piano. That was in grade school. And then I grew up listening to a lot of like salsa, mambo, boogaloo. psychedelic and rock. And then in early high school, I am self-taught on the drums. So yeah, but my main instrument is drums.
I gotcha. I gotcha. Now, the moment we're all waiting for any listeners that haven't caught one of your shows, what are they like? Give us the full experience if you can.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're a good time. Like, you're gonna hear a lot of reggae punk inspired music. We've had upwards of 5 horns. So I think for the record release, we'll probably have 3 horn players, but the horns always add in a lot of flair to the group. You're gonna hear some good, solid guitar solos from our guitarist Adam. Um, it's a good time, and I love how you know everyone in the band, we all look a little different, but we come together and we play this kind of, I don't know, punky reggae music that seems to make people happy. So that makes me happy.
What more could you want?
Yeah, right.
And if you think of all the shows that you guys have played over the years, is there one that stands above the rest? It couldn't have got any better.
Oh wow. I know. Well, I don't know. There was the not the union transfer one, not the one with the dead milkman, but the one on Underground Arts. When we had the horns, when we did it for the first time with the horns, and we had that stage when we all wore black and white. I think we got dressed up or
I
something.
think that was Ardmore Music Hall, no?
No, well, the Armored Music Hall that had like a big sound. That was a good set too.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to tell. It all depends on the venue.
Yeah. One that sticks out for me is we played a sold out show with JC Brooks and Uptown Sound a couple years ago. So the venue was like super packed. I think that was the show we had about 6 horns. So we just sounded monstrous that night, and everyone really enjoyed it. So that's one that sticks out for me.
Oh, man, that sounds like a hell of a night. If we switch that question around, is there a gig maybe in the early days that you would consider the worst? Things start falling apart, and how did you guys overcome it?
Yes. There was one show in New York we were supposed to play. Remember this, Chuck? We were supposed to play, I think, at 11 p.m., but we didn't end up playing till 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
There was one person, I think we had 1 or 2 people watching us.
Oh my God.
And we missed our train to Philly. So we had to.
That's right. We were sleeping outside the station.
Yeah, we had to
try to sleep.
Man.
Good times.
Yeah.
When a show turns out like that, and there's only a handful of people there, how do you go about putting the same energy into it and getting through the show?
Well, I don't know. Stuff like a situation like that, we just look at it as like almost like a paid rehearsal, but not really.
Yeah.
But we get to work on some new stuff, but at least we don't do it in front of a crowd and all of a sudden it's like, you know what I mean? At least we have it like with one person. It's like Johnny Appleseed. If it's good, people will talk.
Yeah. And it happens once in a while. We've played to 2 people, we've played to thousands of people, and I think at the heart of it all is just we love music and we love playing it. So it doesn't matter where we are. It's just a good time when we're together.
It's a good outlook to have.
Oh man, you know which one I missed? Bushwick. That show we did at the Garden in Bushwick.
Okay, yeah.
That was a fun show.
People's Garden, yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to have to tell us a bit more about that one now that you've mentioned it.
No, it was just like it was an interesting lineup. I mean, it was like really cool to hear like different styles of Latin music that involved like salsa, traditional salsa to like almost like a ska, a Mexican music. You know what I mean? Which is just pretty cool.
So. And then the show was at a garden, like a neighborhood garden, so outside. That was pretty cool.
Nice. Throughout the years, is there any audience or maybe fan interactions you've had that kind of stick with you to this day?
I don't know.
Well, are we talking like hanging out with like HR or Lee Scratch Perry, or like more like the fan base that shows up at the shows?
Your own fans.
Oh, well, we're getting there. We haven't had that. I don't know, Blair. Have you? I mean, I don't know. I'm just a drummer.
I guess it's always good when someone, you've never met says they enjoyed your set. That's always a good, that always makes me feel good.
Yeah. Yeah. True. True. When it comes to show time, then pre-show and post-show, how do you psych yourselves up? And then afterwards, how do you wind down?
Yeah, pre-show, I have a good friend in London. His name's Yinka. He's in the band called Sabata. And he pretty much gave me some good advice for pre-show. Pre-show, I drink some tea. Um, Try not to drink any alcohol really, um, and just do some vocal warm-ups. Sometimes I'll like listen to our songs just to, get refreshed. Uh, there's usually some push-ups or something. I don't know. Sometimes we'll play a song in the green room before we go out as well. That's always a good ritual. And then post-show, yeah, I think that's when the drinks start flowing and just have fun. Yeah.
No, I just take a walk around the crowd and outside just to get a feel of the space, and then determine if we're going to make them dance or that they're just going to listen. Depending on the room. So
I like it. I like it. And before we dive into the last couple of questions, then future plans, the album release party, and everything after that. What can you share?
Yeah, we're playing Kung Fu Necktie in Philadelphia, September 13th, with Rod Anonymous from the Dead Milkmen, the Rectors, and Mob Blues. So we're super excited for that. And then we're hoping to play New York and then DC uh, after that shortly. But those are pretty much the plans. We released a new video today for a song called Sweet Sensei. And yeah, that's out right now.
Nice. Nice. I like it. I like it. There'll be some good shows in New York and DC. Hopefully
Mhm.
they'll happen.
Yeah.
Right. The last couple of questions, so there are a couple of fun random ones, but I'm intrigued to see your answers. First off, besides music, what are you guys obsessed with?
Ooh, well, I'm obsessed with vintage keyboards and drums.
Nice. I'm pretty obsessed with golf at the moment. Um, I played in I played in high school and I quit for a long time, but I've been getting back into it for the past 3 years. So I played yesterday. I walked 9 holes. Yeah, I've been enjoying it.
Nice, nice. The next one, it's a bit odd. If you had to spend 24 hours locked in a room with any musician from history, who would it be?
Huh. Well, it all depends how mad you want to go. I mean, there's Bach,
Yeah.
but then you also have what's his name from uh, what's his name from Pink Floyd, the first singer.
For me, it would have to be like Jimi Hendrix. Um, Anyone living, I think it would have to be Lenny Kravitz. I don't know. I like
Okay.
guitar sounds, and he's alive and well. So I think it would be interesting to hear his perspective on things and how he stays healthy.
Sid Barrett. There we go.
Who'd you say?
Sid Barrett.
Ah, yes. That would be a crazy 24 hours now with him, though. And Blair, I'm surprised you didn't see Bob Marley.
Yeah. Uh, it's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Yeah,
Love Jimi Hendrix too. So
yeah, yeah. Be cool, be cool. And the final one. So, what's your go-to album? An album you constantly revisit?
Definitely Exodus, Bob Marley is one I listen to a lot. I listen to a lot of different stuff too. Rancid, Life Won't Wait. That's one of my favorite albums. Let's see, Sleep, Clarity, sick album. I've been listening I've been listening to like a good amount of country lately. So Midland, um, the Midland album with Drinking Problem on it.
Oh, okay.
I love the writing. I love the harmonies on that. And since we're talking country, I'll just say Zach Bryan. 28, his new album's pretty good. 28's pretty good. Sorry, it's called the Great American Bar Scene. The album's pretty good.
Huh. Not bad.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, I've just been revisiting some old like early Joe Cuba, some of that boogaloo from like the 60s, early 70s, where just before it went said disco. And then a little bit of rock like Zeppelin, like some of the big arena stuff, so I can combine the two and see what kind of sound you can get out of that salad.
I like it. Some good ones there. Listen, guys, this has been an absolute blast now. I've really enjoyed it. Thanks a million.
No problem, man.
for
Take it
having
easy,
us.
man. All right.
All right, see ya.
All right, ciao.
Introducing to you the sounds of roots, rock, reggae, to uplift and inspire, to take you higher, with Rockers Galore.
In the mountains of Tibet to the beaches of Jamaica, growing Sensimilia. Jungle of Beachy to the valleys of Peru, growing Sensimilia. It gives me inspiration, sparks my meditation. Growing Sensimilia. Blowing poop across the nation with no hesitation. Growing Sensimilia. Take a hit, get a lift, sweet.
Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please rate and review us on iTunes and Spotify. And if you're interested in signing up to Band Builder Academy, use the link in the show notes below and enter the code CONCERTS and you'll receive 10% off. So, until next time, keep rocking. Hey, what are you guys still doing here? The show's over. It's over. You can go home. Go on. We'll see you next time. We'll be here. Bye.